How you doing, boys and girls? It is great to be with you again. Hey, do you ever have trouble remembering things? I know I do. I can remember, I think, when I was a boy and my mom would say, "Did you clean up your room?" I'd usually answer, "I forgot." Or she might ask me, "Did you take out the trash like I asked you to?" I forgot. I still have trouble remembering things now that I'm all grown up. And I'm always forgetting something that I was supposed to do. And so I have to do things that will help me remember. Well, people have a lot of ways to help them remember. And one of the things they do, been doing it for a long time. They'll take a piece of string. It's one of the oldest memory tricks in the book. And they'll take that string and they will tie it to their finger. Okay? And so every time you look at the string, you remember what you're supposed to do. Problem is that doesn't work for me. I look at the string and say, what was I supposed to remember? And I can't quite figure it out, but I have my string, okay? But that's why some genius invented Post-it notes. With Post-it notes, you can write down what it is you need to remember. For instance, okay, I have to wash up for dinner. Okay, now I can remember that. Or another one. Pick up dirty clothes. Susan likes when I do that. Okay? Or I got to remember to do this. I got to remember to do this on Thursday night. Take out trash. Okay? Yep. And I can cut the grass. All right. So now I got all my memories, okay? And the only trouble is with Post-it notes, sometimes I forget to look at the notes and it doesn't help. So I figured I got this one. We'll go straight to the good stuff. So I went high tech and now I use my cell phone. It helps me remember things. I can put in what I'm supposed to remember into my calendar and set an alarm. And when it's time for me to do it, the alarm goes off. And I can read on the screen what is that I'm supposed to do. Problem is that my phone battery keeps dying. And I can't use my cell phone because the battery's dead. And I keep forgetting to buy a new battery. Being forgetful isn't anything new. Okay? It's been around since just about the beginning of time. And do you know that tomorrow we celebrate Memorial Day? It's a day to remember that a bunch of brave men and women died so that our nation would have the freedom to decide how we wanted to live together as a nation. And sometimes we forget about their sacrifice and think Memorial Day just kicks off the summer. And it's only about picnics and parties and parades and the people that we care about right now. But really? Those picnics, parties, and parades and people, they're meant to help us remember that the freedom to live our lives in the United States of America means that someone had to sacrifice themselves for someone else's way of life. And we need to be thankful by remembering what they did for us. Remembering is so important. On one of Jesus' last days here on earth, he was eating with his disciples. and he wanted to make sure that his disciples would remember him, especially after he was gone. And so he did something that would help them to remember. As they were eating, he took a piece of bread and he broke it. And he said, "This is my body broken for you. And when you eat the bread, remember me." And then he took a glass of wine and he held it up and said, "This is my blood. It's shed for you. When you drink it, remember me." Now, you might remember that that's what we do when we have communion here at the church. And we'll be doing that next week, actually. Okay? It's been almost 2,000 years since that day when Jesus told us to remember. And we still remember in the same way. See, Jesus didn't die so that we could live life the way we want to live. He didn't die so that the citizens of the United States of America would have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Jesus didn't die so that we can enjoy picnics and parties, parades, and our own particular types of people. Jesus died so that we, you and me, would be free from sin, free to live a life that honors God and honors others. And he wants us to remember. And so take this weekend to remember everything, because remembering is important. Remember those who sacrificed themselves for our way of life here in the United States of America. And remember Jesus and how he sacrificed himself for the whole world, so that whosoever believes in him will have everlasting life. Amen? Amen.